Hey guys, Caitlyn Peck from Peck Real Estate Group, and welcome to Millennial Mondays. This Millennial Monday is awesome because we have a guest. We have Kyle Tellis from Alameda Mortgage, who is going to be giving us 3 savvy millennial home buying loan tips, okay? So these are really important, they're quick, they're easy, and they're non-intrusive. Pay attention. Here's Kyle in 1 second. Before he starts, here's a little B-roll of Cup of Joy. B-roll is behind the scenes of when you're filming a video. And yeah, so this is Cup of Joy in Fresno area, and it's cuter than a button. And a lot of millennials like to live in the Fresno High area, so we decided to film it here. Alright, so like I said, this is Kyle Tellis from Alameda Mortgage, and he's been a loan officer for how long?
I guess we're like just under a decade, 8 years.
Old man.
Old man. Beard's growing in.
Not a millennial like me. No, I'm just kidding.
So but from an outside millennial perspective, I want to tell you.
He's got some great millennial tips for you. So this is the introduction, and next he's going to give you 3 tips. Number 1, Kai.
I don't think I want to just start with one tip. The best way to start in any situation is to get a financial check-in. Meet with a loan officer. The consultation's always free. And basically what we're going to do is go over the most important things, which is let's review your credit score. Where are we standing financially when it comes to what kind of credit could be extended? The best, like when you think about it, the best decisions are always informed decisions. So get informed, know what you can do, know what you can't do. We have to.
And how easy is it to reach out to a lender? And how intrusive is it?
Oh, the intrusive part is, I mean, you have to deal with talking to someone like me. We can have a coffee. We can go over all this in 5 minutes. Knowing me, I can make it like an hour just because I'm in chatter. But
you can do it online real easy. And,
yeah, applications are either done over the phone within 5 minutes or online within 5 minutes.
And it's not scary.
No, nothing's gonna. There's no pints of blood. We do not take a DNA sample. It's really simple.
It's just really easy. It's just kind of giving them information, right? And then setting the path. And then we'll come back for tip 2.
The biggest part is.
Okay guys, so basically tip number 1 was that you need to speak to a mortgage lender, and it's so easy. It's so less scary than you think it is. And you know, I find that this is the scariest part for me when I'm starting to work with buyers, is to get them to contact the lender, to allow me to get them in contact with the lender. But I promise you, it's just a quick phone call or even an online application that's not gonna make you give all your bank statements or anything like that at all. It's just gonna give you the clarity and the answers that you need to get on the path to homeownership. And it's free.
Tip 2, let's design a target. Let's make a plan. If you want to buy in 6 months, basically, let's figure out how to make it happen. If you're not ready in 6 months, I can figure out how to make that ready. Regardless of what your target is, there's always a solution which we break down piece by piece and then make it a
What are credit scores? What's the lowest credit score you can qualify for?
You can get into any loan, I guess, when you're looking at FHA or conventional or VA. There are scores that are required. Traditionally, 580 is going to get you in the door when it comes to an FHA. 640 puts
580, you guys. That's, you know, you might be able to buy a home. You might be able to buy a home now. And if you're, you know, below 580, loan officers like Kyle are very happy to talk to you and help you.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Guide you through the process of getting to 580 ASAP. And then also, what are gift funds, Kyle?
Gift funds. So any funds that will be allocated towards down payment or closing costs can come from family, friends. There's definitely a few methods of how to receive those funds. The easiest way, if you want to streamline documentation, is always to have those funds wired directly to escrow. I could explain that in detail, let's say in any conversation, but let's say gift funds, they have a unique blessing to like any buyer's life. And the way to go about it is specific, so make sure you speak to a lender prior to doing that.
So, recap on tip number 2 is that the lender, whatever problem you think that you have right now that is keeping you from thinking that you qualify for a home, the lender's the one that's going to help you solve that problem. It may actually not even be a problem right now. You may not realize that your credit score already qualifies, or you know, you may not have heard about gift funds, that you know you can borrow the money from your parents for your down payment. Or did you know you can have loans as low as 3.5% down? 3% down. 3% down conventional. You need to talk to a lender, you guys, and I can help put you in touch with lenders. Tip 3 is going out to all the renters out there, and it's about renting versus buying. Okay? Tip 3. Tip 3 is not really a tip, he says, but it's about renting versus buying.
Yeah, we'll hardly break it down as a tip, but if you're capable or paying rent right now, you're obviously doing the same thing as paying a mortgage. You're just paying someone else's mortgage. So tip 3, in my opinion, is look at the hard expense of your housing. Are you paying $1,400 a month? Figure out what that $1,400 could do if you're buying your own home. If it's $1,600, $1,800, most Fresno homes, regardless, are going to fit in some sort of budget between $1,000 to $2,000. So if you're renting, why not explore the opportunity of what that same rent would do in a let's say home ownership scenario. So that's what we do. Let's break that down. That's one of the most fun things I do with people. You're renting this, you can buy that, and that realization, that little excitement is one of my favorite things to see on a client's face. So let's do that.
I love tip number 3. All right, millennials, you can buy a home. You're worth it, and this is your future.
And
Let's build wealth through real estate, and this is Cup of Joy. So basically, buy, don't rent. It is, you need to build wealth in real estate. American dream, you guys. The millennials are capturing it. We're the biggest demographic in the housing market right now, and I am so stoked about that. Contact me, 559-355-8669 anytime. I'll put you in touch with a handy dandy lender, and I will help you buy a home.
Our time frame.
Okay. All right, edit to tip number 2. We're back. This is a little PS to the millennials.
PS that Facebook is killing me right now, but tip 2 would simply be, let's define a time frame. When are you ready? How do we make you ready? And let's make a plan of action to get our ducks in a row, because it's as simple as that. Figuring out what your goals are and let's accomplish them.
And you might be ready now.
Yeah, it might be to where you might be live and loaded, or we might have to put together a plan together.
A 6-month plan or a year plan,
could be even
or a 3-month plan.
Yeah, time is based on the scenario that you're facing, so we can define that. And then once you have that definition, anything's accomplishable. So let's accomplish.
The world is your oyster.
The oysters are all surrounding us. Let's make lovely dish.
Have a great Monday.